So this is a screencast of how to use Logger Pro to do some video analysis. So I'm going to start with Logger Pro pulled up. Of course, you need to have downloaded it first from a disk, or installed it, or downloaded it, or whatever your method. You're going to go to Insert and click on Movie. And then you will go find the file. I'm just going to pick a random one here that I know is available. Let's see, where is it? Here we go, Downhill Cart. In my class, we've analyzed this already. Should be popping up here. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So I've got this video, and if I play it here, you can see that the action doesn't really happen until right at the end. So I kick out the menu button for video analysis here. And the first thing I'm going to do is click on the horizontal meter stick that says Set Scale. Then I'm going to drag the length of my meter stick. Now remember, you don't have to use a meter stick. Anything that you know the length of in the video, you can use and then change your units to be whatever the length is. Meters are kind of handy for doing physics stuff. So I usually use a meter stick. But you can use anything else. Just a tip, remember that the object you measure the length of needs to be in the same plane, basically, as the action. So it needs to be the same distance from the camera as the action is. So I've done that. If you want, you can put an XY axis in there, grab the yellow circle to tilt it to whatever direction you want. So I'm going to tilt this to be down the track, or at least close. And then I'm going to cue the video up to where the action actually happens. You can drag it if you want, or you can use the forward and backward buttons here. I'm going to start it there. Then I click on the target button up here, and then I'm going to click on this piece of tape that's right in the center of the cart each time. And I try to click the same spot on the tape if I can. And it's not super obvious, but the cart should be speeding up, and so the spacing of the dots should be getting farther apart. And you can kind of see they are. Now if you mess up on this, on any of it, you can click on the arrow and then point to one of the dots and hit delete, and it will get rid of it if you want. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to click on the background. You can see it's created a graph for me, position time graph here on the side. And I can left click on this and change it to just position. So as it's going down the track, you can see that the steepness is increasing slightly. You know, if you try to make a straight line out of this, you can see that it's not really a straight line, it's curving a little bit. If I look at the Y direction, I'm pretty much getting the exact same thing. These are practically zero, you can see, because it's not really moving up and down at all. What I can then do is click on the X velocity, which is what I'm interested in for this analysis, at least for my class. I'm going to make the scale here 3 so it's a little easier to see. And you can see that there is definitely an upward pattern going on here. So I'm interested in, well, how quickly is that velocity increasing? So I can click on the slope button, and it's giving me a slope here of about 1.1 meters per second every second. The slope of your velocity time graph is acceleration. So I've just found the acceleration for this thing. There are other options you can click as well, or have several graphs at once on here, but most of the time we'll be either doing the position graph, looks something like that, or we'll be doing the velocity graph, which you can change in an instant to something like that. There's a lot of cool functions up here. You can, like I did, the r equals is the linear fit function. You can also do the area underneath the line. And maybe for this, for our purposes, putting in a little tangent line can kind of show you what the steepness is or the slope at various points. Sometimes that's handy as well. In this case, it's kind of jumping all around, so it's not super handy. You can click on the x equals if you want, and that gives you the values, your y and x values for each point. So basically, in a nutshell, that is how to do video analysis.